Hey YouTube, you know this is your boy DJ Cool Thing from Cool Thing Entertainment. Welcome back to another video on my channel. And today we are going to talk about when is the best time to use an external mixer, because external mixers like this one is not essential, which means you don't really need an external mixer for your DJ system. It's not really essential. But it's good for those beginner DJs. That's point number one, is a beginner DJ can use this if they buy their first pair of PA speakers. They can connect their starter controller, beginner controller, whatever I like to call it, because most of them have RCA outputs and connected to the RCA input on here. You can also have another RCA cable for your laptop if you're doing before party music, cocktail hour music, dinner music. Connect the other RCA into here, so you have to unplug your controller and plug in your laptop for background music, like for cocktail hour, dinner, and stuff like that. This thing right here isn't really good for a beginner DJ, especially if you want to connect your laptop. Like if you want to connect the sound card of your laptop, you have to unplug and plug it in, or maybe get another cable through 1/4 inch to 3.5, and that will connect your laptop or anything like that, or RC to 1/4 inch. I mean, this does have a lot of starter stuff, but this isn't a best quality mixer. If you want to get a starter mixer, like if you're just doing house parties and private events, the MG6 is the perfect one. This is good for a lot of wedding DJs who still have the SP3, the DDJ400, something like that, and they can connect their PA speakers into here, connect their microphones to here, and 3 and 4 can be used for a wired mic, for the DJ to do announcements and stuff like that. We don't have to worry about a single thing. But I'm actually going to work on getting a wired mic. Yeah, I'm going to work on getting a wired mic for my DJing, but I guess if I want to use a microphone, I'll just use my wireless mics, because not too many people are using my wireless mic except for Toast and stuff. So it's always good to have a mixer, an external mixer, just in case. Especially if your controller is very limited on space, especially if you want to connect 3 microphones, which is, your wireless mic set, which usually comes with 2 mics, and of course a wired mic for the DJ, for Toast, well, for announcements and stuff like that. You can have better EQ, and gives you more versatility. Yeah, we actually talked about that when I first got the MG10, and also we talked about the Tiani 4, which this isn't the best quality to get started with, but it's really good for the COVID pandemic. You just have it as a USB mixer. But you can also get a better quality USB mixer. That's point number 3, and that is using it as a sound card. If you want to do live DJ mixes on social media, you can get a USB mixer, connect your controller, connect your microphone, and away you go. Especially for connecting to your laptop, using things like OBS or the multiple stream platforms. So using something like OBS, the USB mixer will be perfect. Just select the sound card and you're ready to roll. The Tiani 4, on the other hand, as a USB mixer doesn't work, because I've had this thing cut out on me and I have to fix up the audio just to get it back again. So it's not really the best of quality, because it's cheap and plasticky, and using it as a USB mixer is not the best. But I guess if you want a USB mixer, make sure it says XU, especially with the Yamaha mixers. Make sure it says MG10 XU or the MG6 XU, something with a USB connection to connect to your laptop. This one doesn't, because I don't really need a USB mixer. There's a lot of other things that you can use for live streaming, like the iRig. Just connect your controller to the iRig, and you're ready to go. So, and of course, you got your boost for your headphones. If you're going to connect your headphones, which they have to be 1/4 inch, but I guess if you have like the Audio Technica ATH M20Xs, you have to get an adapter to go from 3.5 into 1/4 inch, like one of those adapters. And it has a lot of EQ, like high, mid, lows, the auxiliary, what that's for, pan left, pan right, or center, all of them to get better sound. Same thing with channels, those are for channels 1 through 4, channels 5, 6, 5 through 10 is high, lows, auxiliary, balance left and balance right, or pan left, pan right. Gives you more stereo separation for each channel, whether they're left channel, right channel, like that, left, right, left, right. See, that is basically to get better stereo separation. But like what my friend DJ Too Legit said, he hasn't used an external mixer in a long time. And I guess if you need more input, just get a 4-channel controller. Especially if you're a professional DJ and you want to connect multiple inputs. Because a lot of professional controllers have 2 microphone inputs, one for XLR and the other for 1/4 inch. But that's number 3, is using it for live streaming. So number 1 was for beginner DJs to get their foot in the door, getting booked their first gig. Especially if they have PA speakers, they can connect their starter controller, like the SB3 or the 400, into the RCA input and have better control over the RCA, and split it out into 2 channels, left and right, through XLR, which I think that's really neat. Number 2 was for professional and intermediate DJs to use as a backup, just in case something does go wrong. For me, it's mostly outdoor gigs. If you're doing an outdoor gig and your computer freezes up, you can't use the internal mixer on your controller. That's where this thing will come in for outdoor events. Other than that, you can use a canopy and a laptop cooling pad so it doesn't freeze up on you. You can continue to use the controller's built-in mixer to connect your computer, like using a streaming service. On your laptop, just plug in, you can use pretty much anything. Like you can, like if you have something like Amazon Music, Spotify, or Apple Music on your laptop, you can definitely plug it into your controller and use the external mixer. Make sure you have the Serato or whatever program you're using open so it'll detect that you're using the internal mixer. And these are really good for ceremonies. These mixers are really good for ceremonies. Just connect your, it's got more versatility, and connect it to your speaker. Like if you're using a PA speaker, this is really good for those wedding ceremonies. Just connect your laptop to here, connect your speaker to here, or speakers. And I just think that's really cool. Like if you have, like, can go from 1/4 inch to XLR, like stereo. You can go from stereo 1/4 inch to a mono XLR to for ceremony to get a more stereo, to get a better stereo separation and have both left and right channel. So I'm definitely using this for wedding ceremonies at places that have power. I can just plug this into an outlet and just have it all connected to here and have more versatility, especially for the microphones. But most of the time I'm using the Monster Audio Rock and Roll 3 tailgater speaker, which has pretty much everything I need. A microphone input, a line input, which is 3.5 to 3.5, and stuff like that. So that's the 4th, is using it for wedding receptions. So number 1 is for beginner DJs to connect their beginner controller into the mixer and connect your speakers to the output. Number 2 is for the professional DJs to use as a backup, just in case something does go wrong. So this is my backup system. Number 3 is using it for live streaming if you have the USB capability, which this mixer does not have. It's just a standard mixer. It's just standard. You can also use, the 4th is using it for wedding ceremonies if you are a wedding DJ, because that's what most DJs are doing nowadays, since you can't really use it for school dances, because that's basically like a party or whatever. So can also be perfect for weddings, for a ceremony, for connecting your computer and splitting it out to a speaker. You can go from the stereo output, like 1/4 inch to XLR, like a lengthy 1/4 inch to XLR if you're just using one speaker. Especially if you're using a battery powered PA speaker, you can connect this up to an outlet or something that's battery powered, and it'll work just fine. So that's basically all the reasons, or that's the usage that I can think of for a external mixer. But if you have something like the SR2 or any other controller that has the XLR output just connected straight to your speakers, and it won't overpower your speakers and give you too much EQ, over the sound. So with that said, hope you guys liked it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell to get notified every time I upload a brand new video. Till next time, your boy DJ Cool Thing from Cool Thing Entertainment out. Peace.